Hi guys,
Hello.
welcome to Studio Rewind.
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Yeah, well, you know, in the meantime, my name is Wannes.
My name is Rita.
So we today we're going to talk a little bit about relationships, because that was actually more or less a request from somebody on one of our lives. So we are trying to talk about the subject about that one today, and on how we view on or our view on relationships and what we consider important.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had a couple of questions written down. Let us start with the fact of jealousy. How do
Jealousy.
you consider jealousy in a relation? Does it play an important role in the relation? Is it healthy to be jealous? What is your consideration about that one?
No, it's not healthy to be in a jealous relationship because a lot of things comes out when you are jealous.
Okay.
So it's not an healthy relationship. Being jealous. You can be by the time you are jealous, that's when you start being overprotective of your partner. You start watching his or her phones. You start monitoring their lives.
You start controlling
You
them.
start controlling them. That's monitoring. Like everything you want to be in their face, like you are always there. And sometimes it's suffocating. It might be suffocating to the other person. You might not know that you are doing that, but you are jealous. And it's not healthy.
Do you consider yourself as jealous? That
Ah.
that's a certain level of jealousy need to be in a relationship.
I don't know, but for me, I wouldn't say jealous in that I'm that jealous person.
Okay.
I can there's nobody that doesn't have that jealousy in them, but when it's toxic, it's not good. You unless you see the sign or there is a need room to be jealous. For instance, a message pops up in your phone, then I see it, or maybe I was just holding it, or something just happened. I might
See
not
it.
go through your phone, but maybe something just happened. Maybe I'm with it taking pictures and something just pop up. That will give me room to say, what's going on? Who is this? Who is that? I might not be that jealous, but because I see something to react on, then I'll start being, oh, what are you doing with this person? That one is not. I won't say that one is jealousy. You want to know things,
Well, I
but
consider
in everybody there is jealousy in us. But when it's toxic, it's not good.
I consider a certain level of jealousy has to be there, because otherwise it feels for me like if you're not in that, well, let it put it, the healthy way of jealousy. If that would not be there, then I consider that you do not have real feelings for the person you're with. So if you just let everything passing by without a certain kind of, what's going on there? Is this healthy? You know,
Okay. Well, I don't know, but everybody has their opinion on things.
of course.
So for me, don't give me room to implement to start suspecting things.
Okay.
I will not
What would
even
just
think,
what would trigger you that you say, I need to check this.
okay, what will trigger me? Like, for instance, you are on the phone all the time
Okay.
with one particular person, or your phone is always ping 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 message all the time
Yeah,
from somebody.
as long as it is
And
not the
then I
golf club.
ask you, yeah, if it's not golf related, or if it's not maybe friend that I know,
Yeah.
uh If it's, I will have a reason to make, I will ask questions. If you don't give me the right answer, that means you are giving me room to be
Okay. So
jealous.
are you saying now, if there is no indication that I have to be suspicious, then you feel no jealousy at all?
Jealousy, like I said, jealousy is not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, but I'm just,
It depends on the. I don't know how to explain it, but if you give me room to feel that, I can be protective. I protect what I have. But that doesn't mean I'm jealous.
oh,
To me,
I'm happy you get my back, you protect me.
I can protect you, but that if you give me room to suspect things that are not there in my mind, and then you start giving me reasons to too much of this is not good, oh, too much of this, that's where jealousy come, and by then my mind is no longer in that relationship,
Okay,
because when I start being jealous, it's not good.
okay.
So I rather not put my head into that. If depend on you, you can be jealous, but then you are hurting yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
It's better to find a playground. Just find a level page with your partner. Don't be too, because when you are jealous, whew, that's something else, huh?
Yeah.
You will not let the person breathe. You will not let the person. If I just carry my phone, you be in another place. Once you hear something, you want to come and know what's going on in her phone. You want to, if she's out, you want to know what's happening. That in another line can be something else. You want to just check on how she is, how your partner is, how things are going.
Yeah.
That is not jealousy.
So
But
bottom line, jealousy is not healthy for a relationship. I think we agreed on that one.
yeah,
A
it's not.
kind of a small, and
Yeah,
like I said
small doesn't
before,
hurt.
no,
No,
no.
small
Okay.
doesn't hurt. But when you apply jealousy and start being too, I don't know, but
But that brings me to the next point. Should you keep contact with your previous partner in case you have a new relationship?
okay. Is it good?
Because that's
Is it,
part
are
that
you
goes
asking
that.
me or you're asking
No,
yourself?
we're talking about us now.
Okay,
So, and
okay,
in general, on our opinion on that part, because
okay.
in the end of the day, that goes, well, first of all, sometimes it can go often with jealousy and other things.
Okay.
So you consider, most of the relationships which ends, and I cannot, because I'm not a professor and I cannot say,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the majority of relationships stops with a fight, more or less,
Yeah, and
very often. Let me
it's
put it
not
this way:
healthy.
not healthy.
No,
No.
no, no, no.
So in the end of the day, the moment they break up, they just
Become
ignore
enemy.
each other.
Yeah,
They might fight for a while,
yeah,
or they might even stalk each other. You never know what's
yeah.
happening. But in the end of the day, if you break up a relationship on a mutual agreed way where you still are able to walk through the same door,
Okay.
would you consider that as, should you keep contact with your previous partner, or is that okay or
Well,
no?
for me, if you have an ex partner, it's not a problem. But there are some certain limits to it. You don't come and like blind me with your romantic, or start chatting or start doing. There are some levels to it. You will not be enemy to the person. You guys have histories together, but that doesn't mean, like you said, It depends on the level you guys split.
Okay.
And most of the relationship these days, they split as enemies. They don't want to cross paths with each other anymore. I remember when I was in a relationship before, like my past experience, that's what I'm saying now. So after I think we had issues. Oh yeah, we had issues because he was uh he was chatting with my friend, my girlfriend. At the end of the day, I found out, and I asked my friend, like, what's going on? What happened? Explain to me. It's better you tell me the truth than me getting mad over something that is not there. But some people, they will not want to tell you the truth. So they rather pick fight, and start saying that, oh, this, da, da, da. By the time you explode like that, you guys did not split on a level ground. And then after that, he started acting funny in a certain way that if he will send me message like, anytime you see me, even if I spit on the ground, don't match it. Don't even go close to it until it gets dry. But you guys are not enemy. You shouldn't see each other that way. Me, on the other hand, I think I'm the mature one there because I did not even respond or reply. Because tomorrow we might find ourselves in a position that we'll be in the same room. What will you do? And it's all played back because by the time he had a project, and the project happens to be that I'm the one to handle the project, he came to me. I'm like, oh, so he forgot what he said, that I shouldn't cross his path. That kind of thing. And then maybe he has forgotten, but I did not forget. And then he started making everything that everybody I know or everything I do, like, when you are fighting, but I saw it like he was fighting himself.
Okay.
Because I'm not fighting him. He went to the extent that he saw my name somewhere, like people that progress, like people that wants to maybe sponsor something, or my name was there. He went there and canceled my name. I saw it play in my eyes. He canceled my name. I'm like, what? So you can be this petty. You are the one at fault. And then you play.
So, but that comes down to the fact that you didn't broke up on good terms.
On level ground. We did not.
Okay.
So we actually broke up on SMS.
No, but what I'm referring to, did you ever had a relationship which you broke up on mutual terms and say, okay, it doesn't work out?
Yeah.
And that is more or less the question I'm referring to. Should you still keep contact with these people, or?
Well, it all depends on them as well.
Of course.
Me, I don't have problem. I can just write you maybe for a while. I've not heard from you or seen you. That doesn't have we have something under. I'm just checking up on you. Because you are good to me, I will check up on you. Because we have that mutual level. But that doesn't mean I'm going back to the relationship. No. It's just friends.
But if you would meet each other, let's say you walk out and you meet each other on the street, and it has been a long time since you see each other, and they say, "Wow, let's have a drink together." Would you consider going?
Drink, you say. Drink, fine. Public place, we drink. Fine, we can drink, talk, catch up. But that doesn't mean we are going to the slab car, man. So it depends. That's why I say you can actually bring your partner for a drink as well.
Of course.
It all depends. Catching up with old times.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't see it that way. Once you break up, you are an enemy, and it's not good. It's not good. That doesn't mean once you break up or in a mutual way, you start hitting up each other, looking for ways to go and no, that one is
That
something
is
else.
wrong.
That
Okay.
is wrong. You can check up on the person, say, "Oh, how is life? How are you?" All those kind of things. How are you? How is work? How is business? But some people they don't want to get in touch anymore. They will be like, "You are married, so what are we talking about?"
Yeah.
So people are like that. Everybody differ.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So it brings me to the next question. That is then how important is loyalty in a relationship?
Okay. Loyalty. You
Loyalty to each other, you know.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, loyalty is very important, as you know. I'm not really jealous, although I think I have a healthy way of being jealous.
There's no I don't know if there's something like healthy way of being jealous, but that's you. Everybody have their own.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, if there wouldn't be a certain way of jealousy, then I would consider my not a good relationship, you know.
Well, like I said, that's you.
But I coming down to the point of loyalty. Loyalty is very important for me. If my loyalty would be broken, my relationship would be over.
Yeah, loyalty. It depends on you. It depends on you. You have to have that sense that, oh, I'm in and I'm in for it. Good or bad, I'm in. Unless you see a reason to doubt.
Well, you know, there's a way of me of saying it. If you got everything in a relationship what you're looking for, then there is no need of finding other ways or looking over your shoulder to other things in order to receive or to get what you don't get in your relationship.
Yeah.
So if you get everything in your relationship you want, well, then there is no issue. But it is also important to communicate within a relationship
Yeah.
and to make sure that the attraction stays.
Yeah.
But that is my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Communication, that is something. Because if you don't communicate, how will you know what the other person is feeling?
Yeah.
How will you know if I don't tell you, oh, please, Juanes, I want you to help me do the dishes. I'm tired and my body is paining me. You will not know unless I tell you, huh?
No, but then I opened the dishwasher.
But that's communication, huh?
Being with a white man opens doors.
We all open doors. So, but that's it. It's not that difficult to communicate, but a lot of people find it difficult to express their feelings.
Yeah,
Because
then I think the next question is not even to be asked, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Do you believe in an open relationship?
I beg, please explain the open relationship, because the one I know, the one I understand as open relationship is when you are with your partner and you want some other uh, outsider or somebody.
Yeah, that is more or less that is the understand. Well, that's at least my understanding of an open relationship. Whatever, if you feel to, there is no grudge, there is no remorse.
And
If
you
you
just
would
told
do,
me,
if you would do a sidestep, but then, no, it's a question I'm asking.
okay,
No, it's a question. I don't believe in open relationships. Let me
okay,
be.
you
Let
told me
me.
you
Let
have
me.
small jealousy, so why will you
No,
ask
no,
that
no,
kind
no,
of
no,
question
no,
now?
no. But I think we're talking about the relationship. So lately there is a lot of people are into open relations. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, at least in Europe, I don't know. For in Africa, it's more or less just a side chick, and the women have to agree. But here, it's sometimes a mutual agreement. You know.
Okay. Are you looking forward to that,
No,
or
no,
because you never can tell, eh? My brain can just
no,
switch
no, no,
and
no,
we'll
no,
be
no,
in
no.
an open relationship, eh? Eh?
No.
Eh?
But what is your opinion on open relationships?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in one. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just believe on one man, one woman.
Yeah.
So I've never been in one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future, I might be in one. I don't know. I'm just messing.
You're making me scared
No,
now.
no. No, maybe tomorrow now. After this I might tell you, let's be in an open relationship.
No,
You-
that's not gonna happen.
It will happen. Oh. I will
Yeah,
convince
for you it will happen, not for me.
So
and,
you run away.
No. You would be going through that door
With your bags.
with your bag.
But that's it. I don't know. I'm not into it, so I don't know.
Yeah. So, well, I think that brings it back to the next topic, shared values.
Yeah.
What do you think about the significance of shared values in a relationship?
Shared value, like is it like financial?
No,
or-
like for example, all the things we discussed. Do you have the same way of thinking? We both can say we are not in an open relationship. I mean, it would be very hard to say if I say, well, I'm not in an open relationship, and you say I would be in an open relationship. If you would say you cannot see your ex-partner, I don't want to see them, I don't see my ex-partner as well. So if you consider all these kind of things, because if you do not have shared values, you come to the point that you might be start doing things around each other's back. Because well, she doesn't like that to do for me, well, then I'm not going to tell her I'm doing this. And you do it. So shared values is what I consider these kind of things in a relationship.
Yeah, it's good to share your value with your partner. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think well, at least I hope, guys, that we answered a couple of your questions. Because our last time on the live, we saw people tell us a little bit about your relationship. So we're not going to talk about our relationship into depth. But anyway, we talk about on how we feel on a relationship and how we feel about each other in our relationship. So
Yeah.
don't forget to like, subscribe, and give any comments.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
Yeah, and we see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.